Seems like Ryan Ramczyk has gotten almost a high percentage of the first team reps. Is that something he's earned, or you just need the evaluation?
Well, listen, you know, he and Cleef are working there. Cleef's got a lot of experience, and so, you know, we're trying to see where he's at. We look at every night the total number of snap count and the percentage of snaps they're getting. A lot of those linemen are getting maybe a hair more snaps than other positions on the roster. I don't know that that's that unusual, but no, we're trying to see what he can do.
What's the early review of Patton, seeing him on film and pass?
It's been pretty good. He's picked things up. He's smart. You know, there's some things that he has to work on, but you know, it's a position he's played, and you know, so far he's handled the transition well, not having been involved really in the spring.
Are you concerned about how challenging some of those shotgun snaps seem to be?
Yeah, absolutely, I am. You know, it was an issue yesterday. Wasn't, you know, there's a handful of them today, but look, the first thing that you have to be able to do when you're a center is snap the ball, and obviously we have to function in the shotgun, so we'll get that corrected.
Does that sort of help you realize how much you miss Max? Is that something?
Well, listen, I mean, obviously when you have a starter out, you want him back in. In the meantime, the other guys have to do that job.
And then Coleman, we talked about his play, but mentally, have you noticed any changes with him?
Well, listen, your confidence grows and comes from demonstrated ability, and so that can happen right during a time that we're evaluating right now. We've seen it happen with players, so it kind of goes back and forth. You can think you can do it and want to do it, and yet if you haven't, you know, until you've done it and repeated it, and I think we're seeing a little bit of that with him.
And with Kikaha, he's been rushing in pads for a couple of days now. Any sense of how far along he is?
You know, listen, it's good to have him back out here healthy. I'm sure there's some things, you know, being away from it for as long as he has, that he's going to work on, and you know, we'll have a chance as we get closer here and we get more and more of these situations where we can see him in the one-on-one rush, the team rush. Obviously, he's a guy that's, you know, kind of a run and pursuit player, but he feels healthy, and you know, the first battle is just getting the snaps and getting on the field, so he's doing a good job there.
Coach, what have you seen from Larry Warford and how he's gelling with the line?
Pretty stable, consistent guy. Been a good addition for us. His makeup is tough. You know, he's battling through a few aches, and he's pretty heavy-handed too, which is I think a good thing for a guard.
Sean,
I don't know that it's a relief. It's, you know, there's some consistency there, and yet you know, Thomas was just okay today practice. I think he'd tell you that. And we'll see as the camp progresses, you know, if we want to bring another kicker or punter in.
What specifically, how has he looked compared to last year?
So far, solid.
Sean, what happened on that last play of practice? Was Coleman ruled down?
I probably did a poor job of, you know, when you're not bringing a player to the ground, sometimes it's hard to say whether or not he would have been short, and so I was getting ready to make a ruling, and then I had some help from the sidelines that I encouraged, and kind of threw a monkey into that, and anyway, we figured it out.
But that ended the drill. Otherwise, it would have gone all the way.
Well, no, it was the last play of the drill, and it was whether or not he got 7 yards, and so he was touched before 7. There was a question as to whether he would have been tackled.
What was the ruling?
The ruling was a push, and I'm the one that has to run.
Saw Lattimore leave early in 20.
We'll see. You know, I'm sure he's got something nicked up, whether it's hydration or we'll keep you updated. I'm not really going to go into injuries.
Can you say if Delvin was injury related?
I just finished. I'm not going to.
Right, but I was it in
yeah, obviously, yeah, absolutely. Look, if a guy's not out here practicing right now, if a guy leaves camp, you know, I'll tell you. And if he's not, something happens transaction-wise, but I'm not going to go through why each guy's missed half a practice or a full practice or why he didn't. I'm not going to do it. Just take forever. We'll get an injury report once the season starts. Anything else?